Yes, I know I screwed up. Moving on.
Okay, I think Microsoft is going to announce a Kinectless XBOX One.
Can't tell
$100.
if sarcastic or not.
I think they will.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're gonna not only that, but I'm hoping they announce it for like $100 cheaper. I mean, if they really want to compete with Sony, they have to really just lower that thing to about $100.
Fucking don't do that, please. You don't do that. Ever.
Open door when you're done.
My girlfriend snuck up on me behind me and scared the shit out of me.
I thought you heard the door.
So, no, I did not hear the door. You were very quiet.
She's like a ninja.
Yes, a very sexy ninja. Who smells like popcorn.
So I'm waiting for you and I'm bored.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit over here and cry because my fiance is like 1,000 miles away.
Where at?
He lives in Texas, so over the summer he goes to Texas and I stay in Virginia.
Long distance relationships. Mine was
Yeah.
very long distance. I had to, I had to be 3 blocks away from her. I don't know how I survived.
Oh my gosh, John, you're not even funny right now.
Hmm?
You're not even funny right now.
No, I'm not. I try. That's what happens when you don't sleep. This is like
And-
one of the worst episodes, but I could still doctor it. So
Okay.
let's just wrap up with this topic, and then you guys can talk about Sonic Boom, and then I'll come back. Okay?
Okay, wait, where are you going? What the
He's
frick?
probably
I have-
going to the bathroom to fat.
Fuck
So-
you,
Oh.
Andy. Now you decide to join in the middle of an episode.
Oh, hi, Andy.
Good evening, everyone.
Now you decide to show up.
Tis
We
the
thought-
amphibious fuzzy thing from YouTube. What's
Okay,
up?
how about you guys finish the rest of this episode? I'll be back.
Okay.
Has this happened before? Where Jack
I
has let us...
have no idea.
No, it's never happened before. It's just there are no depths of depravity that Jack will not reach.
Let's just talk
He's
bad
like
about
Hunter
it
S.
then.
Thompson, but without the witty part.
My God, it's anarchy in the UGP.
We can't
Oh.
stop here. It's back country.
Andy, so since you're here, we were on the topic of E3 predictions.
Ooh, I got one. No one
Shoot.
cares.
Oh, well, damn.
I'm sorry. There's not
Moving
going to be
on.
anything interesting in E3, lest we're talking about hardware. But when it comes to the rest of consoles, PCs, most of the stuff for PC we already know is what's going to come out. You are going to see some big hits from outside developers like CCP with Eve Valkyrie. Whether we like to admit it or not, the shit that they're doing is pretty fucking incredible. You're going to see some random stuff for new games like WildStar. They're going to be pushing a lot because they have an open beta this week, and I suggest everyone try it. Why? Because you can be a hamster with a face that says, "Call me fuzzy, I will kill you." And then kill them. So, what else? No, I
Well,
don't
John,
see anything big.
John said before that he predicts that Microsoft's going to announce a Kinectless Xbox One.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We might as well
That's not gonna
expect the CEO of Microsoft to step up on stage and commit disgruntled seppuku, ritualistic suicide. Because that has as much chance of happening as something like that. Their market share is too heavily invested in the idea of the Kinect. They've pushed it so far. To step back now would be, well, the beginning of the end, and we can't have that now, can we? I know.
And of course, we discussed Nintendo before regarding their E3 thing, but we were also going to go on to Sony as well. So,
Well,
what
the
they're
interesting
possibly
thing is
gonna do.
Project Morpheus, which Sony's coming out with their own version of 3D VR headset, whatever. It's going to be like all pretty and such, but I don't think it'll be a contender because they haven't had as much time on R&D compared to something like the Oculus Rift or there's another one, I forgot the name of it. This one is also another contender for the throne of the biggest piece of hardware in the upcoming years, simply because instead of the Oculus Rift, which uses bi-lens focusing technology, which is the whole idea of putting two lenses at certain distances from your eyes in order to give you the sense of wide vision, this one actually beams the image directly into your eyeballs, which is pretty fucking awesome. but I forgot the name of it. And by God, I'm too lazy to go search for it. I just joined thinking that the episode was already over. I was gonna just bug you.
no.
I woke up late, and then I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. I got home about 10 minutes ago.
Oh no, we're still recording. So
Huzzah.
all of this is being recorded right now, though.
Speaking of
Most
which, Kirra, where have you fucking been?
Japan.
How was it?
Oh, it was pretty good. It was awesome.
Have you mutated yet? You know,
no.
with the ambient radiation.
No, that's gone. No worries there.
Ooh, what part of Japan did you go to?
Actually, northern Japan where the tsunami hit.
Oh,
So
awesome.
Sendai.
There's I'm not gonna start ranting. There's a couple of towns up there. One that makes sake, and one that like is a corporate beer town, and they're both like God.
I probably actually went through that town.
Most likely, but their name is copyrighted, so let's not go there.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, along with that, hardware will be the biggest deal this year because we've already got the consoles out, which are basically the poor man's PCs. And we have PCs, which don't really need an E3. You just need to say, hey, we're going to do... Yeah, my rig can take it. I don't know if you saw the... a couple of weeks ago, we had the minimum requirements for something like the new Wolfenstein game.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I
like
saw
now
that.
the standard of most games. So, ta-da. Don't worry, Kevin. Your rig can run it.
I know. Yeah. But
Yeah, that's about. I think these two upcoming E3s, this E3 and the next E3, are going to be more big for PC than they are going to be for console. So, that's my prediction. PC
Honestly,
happiness and goodness.
I'm hoping that-
especially with the biggest middle finger CCP gave to all PS3 players out there. Dust 514, the free for FPS that was provided by CCP, although it's still being developed, it's still going to be set up, etc., etc. They finally did the right thing and brought the first-person Eve whatever thing back to PC, and now they're focusing solely for their entire game universe to be on PC. So, console fags. I just need to get that off my chest. That made me happy.
okay then.
Why did we even ask?
Yeah. But when it comes to Sony, honestly, I'm kind of hoping that they announce more information about the Order 1886. That's a game that I'm really interested in.
That did look interesting, dude.
It looks very interesting. That, and honestly, I want more information on Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nobody does. You're the only
Oh,
person.
he's not the only person.
Well, shame on both of you. You two are the reason we still have fucking Final Fantasies. How many decades now?
Not so much for Final
25?
Fantasy.
So
I think it's now 25.
25 years, so 2.5
Yeah.
decades.
Yeah.
At what point do we have androgynous characters going up against monstrosities with obviously things representing, minuscule genitalia? I'm just saying.
Well, it wasn't always like that. I mean,
It was
you
always
play
like
you ever play the older games like Final Fantasy?
They couldn't
4
do
or
it in the
6?
older games because the images were 16-bit, but trust me, the feeling was there.
Then you get to 7, and that's where basically you get Cloud, and he's being all emo and like, I can't remember who I am.
I
Shit.
cut myself.
Did you ever see the Final Fantasy Awesome 7?
Yes. That, yeah.
Wait, is that like Halo Reach Awesome?
Yes, only
somewhat.
worse.
I've only seen Halo Reach Awesome. I haven't seen the other one.
Halo Reach Awesome, I think, was actually one of his, not as funny, because I get the joke, and I get the hype, but the other ones were actually creative and funny and animated. This one was just a couple of guys, jacking each other off, circle jerking over, sniffing the crushed up disc of that.
The final Awesome 7 one is pretty funny.
I have to watch that.
Come on, guys, let's go fight the monsters. I can't. I feel so depressed. And he takes out his giant sword and he starts cutting himself.
Oh, God. It's enough to even make an emo just, sick of this shit. And you know how much it takes for an emo to actually, act normal. Oh, shit.
I don't think, for me at least, it's not Final Fantasy 15 that's going to get me as excited as Kingdom Hearts 3, because I'm sorry,
You know how bad it is that we're going
love
to get
it.
to a point that we're all retired and they're still going to be making these games? I'm just Just food for thought. That just flashed through my mind. Final Fantasy 3072. What the fuck?
3072.
Think of that. They're gonna most likely we're all gonna be dead, and they're gonna still making Mario games. So
Yeah.
Too easy. Too easy of a joke. I'm gonna let that one go. I already gave Kevin a hard time about his Nintendo fetishism, so I can't. It's too. Nah, too easy. Moving on.
so yeah.
We were gonna
That's
talk
fine.
about. Are we done with E3? Because I think we were
Yeah.
also gonna talk about
Yeah, I
some
think
Sonic
we're-
Boom stuff.
When it comes
Yeah, I
to
think we're-
speculation, it's hard because there's been no what's sad is that the stuff that's coming out of like Indiegogo and Kickstarter is more impressive and more interesting than the stuff that we're seeing from AAA titles. That right now, speculation is thin, if at all, because it's the post-release year E3, and whenever we've had a post-release year E3, it's kind of like, meh, you already know what's coming out. We're just showing you cool stuff, but nothing really is coming out the pipeline. Why? The Summer of Death.
Kind of like E3 2003. Remember that?
Exactly like E3 2003.
Which is funny because this year is going to be the 10th anniversary of E3 04, which is probably Nintendo's most awesome E3. Seriously, that. Oh man,
It's a shame that E3 isn't the same as it
that
was.
that was the E3 that introduced us to Reggie Fils-Aimé. 10 years this year. 10 years of Reggie.
My quiche. 1 sec. BRB.
His what?
I think he said his quiche. I think he's making a quiche.
Oh.
So. But okay, moving on.
Yeah, let's just go on this because
yeah,
he'll
let's-
go on about his PC, and we'll just move on.
Yeah.
As far as Sonic Boom is concerned, they released obviously the trailer for it, and like the character designs and everything. A clip from the TV show, gameplay from the video game.
What I miss?
We're talking about Sonic now. No one cares about
Yay,
the PC.
Sonic!
Okay.
What are you talking about, bitch? I love Sonic. Sonic
Oh,
all
I'm
up in this.
just-
I grew
I'm
up on
just
Sonic.
saying, no one cares about your PC and your quiche, so we're moving on to Sonic.
My quiche is delicious. You shut up.
Kind of quiche.
Anyway, yeah, no. Tell me about Sonic. I haven't heard about him in quite some time.
What kind of quiche?
Well, it's a silken tofu mix along with some peppers, jalapenos, mushrooms, perfectly browned onions, and a few pieces of chorizo.
Okay, you win, sir. Okay, I take
Damn
that
right I
back.
Oh, and all a sea salty graham crust. So it actually holds shape, and you got a little bit of carbohydrates in there that crunch along with it.
Nice.
Damn
Anyway, Sonic Boom. Me and Kevin were just talking about how they released like the gameplay footage, the clips from the TV show that's gonna be coming out in the fall, like all the character designs and everything. And like I just want to know your opinions on this. I know that this has been a huge thing, being bounced around through like the fans and stuff. Is the designs of the characters?
Why?
I'll
What's changing?
I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of the new designs.
I'm not either. I agree.
The overuse of bandages.
I don't like change.
Or
it's-
the fact that Knuckles looks like he just took steroids, so
Yeah, and it's okay. Like a lot of people are like, okay, Knuckles is huge. That's weird, and like that. I mean, I understand what they did there, and I'm not crazy about it.
Is
but
that
it's
spot's huge?
He doesn't look as badass as he used to. Not because he's bigger, but his face just looks so derpy. He just looks like it's kind of like they try to make him like Big the Cat or something.
I love we can use the word derp and it's universally understood now. I hope it gets added to the lexicon. Derp. Yeah.
But yeah, basically that's what I mean. It's the bandages and stuff, and like the bandanas and stuff. Like that doesn't really bother me as much. It's just I don't know. Like one of the weird things is why they did this. I don't understand. But they made Sonic's arms blue, and it might just be because I'm an art major. But that really bothered me because I was just like, why did they feel the need to make Sonic's arms blue when they were already peach and they were already like fit him well? But I don't know. Some people may have not even noticed, but this is just the art.
actually I didn't even notice that until you mentioned it.
What? No,
I didn't know.
God.
I didn't notice it.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah,
go
There's
look at the
trouble in
character
Toontown.
design. Like, okay, Sonic's arms have always been a peach color. They changed the character designs, and now his arms are blue. Just go look up the photos.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
surprised.
right.
I'm
Like,
surprised.
OMG, for cereal.
I am surprised people still haven't realized this.
No, you know what? I didn't actually notice that with the with the redesign. Huh.
Like, what do you think? Like, it's not a big change, but it's just something I noticed. I was like, I don't know. I don't understand why I did it, but
It's a little different, but it's not. It doesn't bother me as much.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. Do you guys actually think this game is going to change the perception of Sonic compared to others?
Well, I think the games currently are they're not actually. It's over the past 5 years the games actually have gone very good. Actually.
Yes, but a very good
Yeah.
game compared by what is it? A creative group that is obviously constantly on cocaine because
Yeah, but like, have you played like the newer stuff like Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations or anything like that?
I actually have.
Oh,
at
really?
The store. So I've only gotten a few minutes of each. But I can say, technicalities aside, I have.
Yeah, but I think they've done a very good job trying to redo the whole gameplay of it because and the last few Sonic games were just complete ass. I'm talking about like Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic
Whoa.
06.
okay, Shadow the
Huh.
Hedgehog was great.
Oh,
Why-
come on.
My question is, as a guy who used to play these games when he was a kid, what's with the guns? What's
my
with
gosh.
the freaking
Because
vehicles?
it makes him real
worries
badass.
so much about the guns. Everyone worries so much about the guns, and they
No, I'm
let
not worrying about the guns. I'm asking why it was decided that it was a good idea to expand the universe to include something that's obviously counterproductive to everything else. I mean, the entire fucking universe is built upon the idea that there are these giant furries and people living together,
Oh.
and then there's this one guy who, I'm sorry, but I'm the side of Dr. Robotnick. He's trying to protect all these little animals by encasing them in highly modified defense systems, and then this guy just keeps like knocking them out of the air. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
And you know what's worse?
Oh, my
Sonic
whole
May very
childhood.
well be being mind controlled by Dr. Robotnik in a Matrix-like thing because you constantly see in all of these games that he's going up against Robotnik and he beats him down and he destroys whatever he has, but in the next game he always comes back. And, what was it, Sonic 2? No. There was one of the Sonic games where he was actually sent into the future. And what he saw is that every single thing on the level was turned into like Robotnik accessoria.
That's Sonic
You're probably
CD.
talking about Sonic CD.
Okay, Sonic CD gets a... So, no matter how many games, from then when he goes back in time, to then, there's nothing that he does that will ever change that situation. So, no matter how many times he beats down Robotnik, when eventually that future time comes, Robotnik is going to win. So, is it like, Robotnik is just throwing Sonic all these things just to keep him occupied?
Oh, why are we trying to look way too far into
Or
a video
worse
game
yet,
series about a
take that
blue
apart.
hedgehog who runs
No.
really
Take
fast?
that and throw that out. Okay, take that idea and throw it out because it's too depressing. What happens if why is Sonic stopping Robotnik in the first place? In the first few games, there's really no given ideal for it. It's just Sonic wants to beat up this dude because apparently he's a douche. Why are we so enamored with this character that is so obviously a douche?
Because Dr. Robotnik
Robotnik
takes
is
the animals
helping
and
out.
it's not a defense system. He's using the
Okay,
power. Okay,
game
you know what? You're
historian.
just trying
There
to
was
make
a
me
level.
You're
There was
just
a
trying to make
level
me
in a
mad.
Sonic game where he was on a biplane with tails flying it. From what game is that?
3.
Sonic.
Okay,
Well,
Sonic-
it's 2 and 3.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Now, in that situation, when he's jumping on the creatures encased in their own defense systems, what happens to the creatures right after?
They escape and they run off.
They escape and they run off from the height of where a biplane is flying? So they just magically float to the ground? Most of these things were
Well,
birds.
some of them,
They
some
were
of them are
turtles.
birds.
Some were birds. What about the rest of them? Turtles, the little rabbits, or whatever the fuck they were. You're telling
why
me
are
that
we
they all
looking
fly?
so much into this?
Kira,
You're
as long as for
actively
as long
taking this character, loving this character,
You're-
and he's genociding these kids.
Oh my
Not
god.
kids, these animals. He's just full up.
No.
Kira, for as
Sonic
long
is
as
Hitler.
I'm
Sonic
for-
is Hitler.
For as long as I've known Andy, he has always overanalyzed everything.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
I am not even listening to him anymore.
So, in a couple of theories, either A, Sonic is just a plain douchebag who likes to kill small animals by throwing them from, a few thousand feet up, or he's just a douchebag who, I don't know, gets a hard-on when he kicks Robotnik's ass, and Robotnik is just, a guy who deserves a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, and he's just getting beat up by a fucking fat little rodent. Or worse yet,
Oh yeah,
he's controlling
because
the rodent by
Dr.
consistently giving...
Robotnik deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for blowing up half of the moon, and then he also wants to take over the world and make a Robotnik land for no good.
That would be efficient. Everyone would have all they need. It would be a pacifist society. There'd be no war. There'd be no hunger.
I'm so mad right now.
I'm sorry. I just like to be a douche.
I'm so mad right now. But
You're mad because I'm right.
no, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, this is
I'm
perfect.
so mad right now. Oh, I don't even know. Can we just talk about Sonic Boom and forget everything Andy just said?
Okay, so what simulation is Robotnik putting Sonic into now?
That, you know what, I'm not even going to answer that.
What I find interesting about Sonic Boom is the fact that it's actually running CryEngine 3 on it.
Oh, wow. Now I'm
Yeah. Yeah, it's running a slightly modified
Wait.
version of-
Is this on a console?
Yes, this is on the Wii U. It's running a slightly
I can pull it off. It has a hard...
modified version of CryEngine 3 to allow split screenplay, which
Wow. Most likely they're
isn't
turning off like post-processing or something like that, or occlusion.
which isn't a feature available on the current CryEngine 3.
No, because people who use the CryEngine 3 use a more, let's say, grown-up setup.
So, but I find
But that's pretty
interesting.
fucking impressive if they're pulling off dual screen, because you're talking about paralleling two different levels or hierarchies of graphical output on the same screen without having tearing, without having... Because that's... CryEngine 3 is all like, it's it's the manna from heaven. But no, it's not that... You know what? I'm interested in seeing how this turns out now, because if they're doing dual processing on that thing. You can't physically handle it, but if it is a modified version, that would be nice to see.
But I gotta say, from looking at the videos, it actually looks really good. In both gameplay and graphically wise, it looks actually really good.
It reminds me so much of Sonic Heroes, which makes me happy because that's one of my favorite Sonic games.
Hell, don't get me started on Sonic Heroes.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
you
come
are
on,
impossible.
It was the last good Sonic game until
was a good
Sonic
one.
That's a
Colors.
good Sonic game. You're talking about the perfect allegory to the fucking Holocaust?
Are we really going to do this?
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
let's
we
Sorry,
really
that one's actually kind of mean, so I'm going to let that one go.
Yeah, let's not.
But yes, I'm still saying Sonic is Hitler. If not, he's Goebbels. Okay? If he's not Hitler, he's Goebbels.
Okay, we're going to...
Oh, this is too easy. And that, my friends, is how you clear a room.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about Pokemon.
We didn't even talk about Sonic that much.
We didn't? Well, I mean, we kind of talked about it.
Okay.
talked about
I
it.
shall hold my tongue. Please go ahead and regale us on more Sonic info.
I don't even know what to say now. My mind is all...
Okay,
My
just
mind-
remember that Sonic is not Goebbels and Robotnik isn't trying to save the world. Because definitely Sonic is not a douche.
Andy, you should do a video on this.
Probably someone's already figured this out, okay? So I can't be the only one.
Yeah, let's move on from Sonic. I can't have this conversation with Andy. So evil.
Okay, what's next?
Next is yesterday, it was announced that there were going to be remakes of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and for the 3DS, which is pretty exciting because it's something that people have wanted for a really, really long time.
Which totally is not, a dog fighting based economy. Totally not. Nope.
I'm about to like hang up right now.
Okay.
Okay. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's just get this out, and then I'll try to, piss you guys off later. But let's get the info out first.
Well, that's just it though. As far as I know, like there's not a whole lot we know about it. It's supposed to come out in November of this year. Um, I'm honestly, and I don't know about you, Kevin. I'm really surprised that they announced it now instead of waiting till E3.
Hmm. Honestly, yeah, I mean, usually something like this is announced at E3, but yeah, it is kind of surprising,
Yeah,
that
because
that
if they would have just waited a few more weeks, like, that is very strange. But maybe they'll just talk more about it. Um,
though they haven't shown any gameplay yet, so
right,
they might be saving that for E3
right.
to
Yeah,
show
they
us
will.
to show off what Ruby and Sapphire look like in 3D.
I
Which
What
mean,
would be interesting is if they
basically,
took the hardware that they have with the Wii U right now and made a Skyrim-esque type Pokemon game, open world game. Who doesn't want that?
I mean, that'd be cool, but the likelihood of it actually happening is not very high.
Yeah, because Nintendo is Nintendo.
well, it's not just that; it's just Pokemon games on consoles have never actually done really well,
Well,
other
they've only
than
been done like one or two times, and whenever they pull them off or try to pull them off, it's like
like
some stupid gimmicky shit, like the "Hey You Pikachu" or something like that.
or
Hey, Pikachu is a
I
fun
had "Hey You
game.
Pikachu," so I can say whatever the fuck I want about that. That annoying little rodent? No,
You're
give me.
probably just mad
well,
because you probably were mean to your Pikachu.
I mean, let's see, for the console stuff, I mean, they've had Pokemon Stadium, they've had Pokemon Snap, which is awesome.
Oh,
They
it's
had
awesome.
stuff. Pokemon
That was
Snap.
great for like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes.
No,
Awesome.
No,
At 10 minutes and
no,
1 second,
you
you're
just
like,
sucked at the game, man.
but
what am I doing?
what made
What
it
am I
even
doing with
better?
my life? And this
You know,
is
what-
when I was in fucking grade school.
you know what
Wait,
made
was
it
that
even
grade school?
better? Taking your game pack to Best, sorry, what was it Best? No, it was Blockbuster, and printing out your Pokemon photos.
Oh,
That
God.
was
I
awesome.
never got to do. Dude, I swear, like, if they were to do a sequel to Pokemon Snap on the Wii U and like have all the new Pokemon on it,
They would waste their abilities on something of that grandeur and awesomeness instead of doing the full open world Pokemon Championship with multiplayer. Yeah,
Well,
that's
again,
right. Freaking multiplayer.
again,
Imagine that.
they actually have tried doing that. Pokemon Coliseum, but it wasn't.
That was.
Yeah,
Uh,
so Pokemon games have always,
You know what's sad
you
is
know,
that the,
have
the
always.
cracking community has come up with a better version of a multiplayer Pokemon than Nintendo. You can actually play Poke MMO, which allows you to play, I think, Red, Blue, or Crystal Sapphire ROMs on your computer, multiplayer, in one shard world with all of your friends. So you could be in Viridian City, by someone else be on the SS Anne, and then back and forth. Yes, I will send you the link and you can try it out. It was pretty awesome. I just got kind of bored of it.
yeah, I
guess-
mean,
I gotta say, I'm very interested in Ruby and Sapphire because I never actually played the original games.
oh, it's my favorite gen.
Never played them.
Like,
I
it's
kind of
just-
I kind of stopped playing after Silver, like, and then
So
I got
have you
Fire
have you
Red.
not have you not played like Diamond Pearl XY
No.
and like any of those?
Honestly, Pokemon Y was the first brand new Pokemon game I've played since Silver. No,
Oh,
since
why would you
Fire
do
The
that?
last two I
Why
played
would
were
you
Gold
do
and
that?
Silver.
Fire Red. So
No, like okay, like XY is good and everything, but like it's for me, like it was way too easy of a game. Even without the experience share, it was way too easy. It was just I don't know. I didn't care. Like I loved the game, but there were things about it that I didn't like. Um, but like trust me, like third gen is the Hoenn region is such a good map, if you know what I mean. Like it's and like all the Pokemon are designed so well. I really like third gen Pokemon and like the story's really like I just felt like everything about third gen's really good. Like I'm personally one of those people that I'm not crazy about second gen. I'm not crazy about like the story of second gen, and it's not like they even added a whole bunch of new Pokemon. They just reused a lot of first gen Pokemon. So I don't know. It was kind of like Gen 1.5 really. But Gen 3 is definitely really, really good, and you should definitely play it. I think you'd enjoy it.
Back in my day, we had 151.
We are
And we
not.
were thankful for them!
Damn Skippy.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure for I mean, honestly, let's face it, everyone already knows what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be probably slightly better looking than X and Y was when it came out. And because it's gonna be in 3DS, and then it's just gonna be the Hoenn region. So basically, I mean, we see when it comes to like the remakes of the Pokemon games, like when Soul Silver and Heart Gold came out, everyone kind of could imagine what they were gonna look like. They were gonna be like Diamond and Pearl graphics, and it was just gonna be the Johto region. So I don't know, like it'll be nice to see gameplay, but I don't know that. See, that's the thing with remakes is that you already kind of know what to expect for the most part. Which is why I'm still surprised that they didn't announce that at E3, because that would have been a real big, like, mind-blowing thing. Uh, they announced it so randomly. Like, seriously, I woke up yesterday morning and, like, checked my Facebook, and people were, like, posting about it everywhere. I was like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even expect this. Like, I don't know if there were rumors surrounding it before they were going to announce it, but, like, it was all unexpected, at least from my end. So, I have no idea.
That's
The
Nintendo for you.
unpredictability of Nintendo.
Exactly. Nintendo.
No, I'm
is-
sorry. Let me rephrase that. The predictable unpredictability of Nintendo. There we go. That's better.
That's right. They are very unpredictable. You never
Predictably
know.
unpredictable.
You never know what Nintendo's going to announce. I mean,
You
I was
always
sur-
know that you're never going to know.
I was surprised. I was surprised when they announced Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just the idea of those two combining is just, damn it, Nintendo, give me more. Give me
Damn.
more information.
Speaking of, like, Fire Emblem in
Wait, are
general,
you sure?
like,
Wait, that happened? Shin Megami Tensei? And
X Fire Emblem? Yeah, that's actually happening.
that's weird. Oh, Kirra died.
oh, I'm back. Sorry,
God damn it,
the
we're not
call
that lucky.
dropped. I'm sorry. Hey, what?
It took her like about 2 seconds right there. Oh,
Oh,
too easy. So yeah, now that we got the Pokemon stuff aside, what do you guys think that you're fans of a dogfighting based economy?
Oh boy.
we're not going there. Let's
Yeah.
move on to this. I seriously don't
It's
want
an
to go
entire
there.
universe based on the suffering of intelligent animals. They're sentient,
okay,
they feel,
Okay,
they
sorry.
communicate.
Your Sonic idea was at least maybe somewhat original, and maybe someone hadn't thought of that yet, but people have been talking about that for Pokemon for a
Doesn't
long
make it
time.
any less wrong.
No, we are not. We are not even going there. I'm not. That's for a different day.
Sure.
I can't. I just can't. The Sonic thing was enough for me. So I am so done.
Okay, is there anything else you guys have to say?
I want a new Fire Emblem. That's all I have to say.
Same here. Same
Like
here.
not even with like Shin Megami Tensei. I just want like Fire Emblem Awakening was so good that and a lot of people started getting into Fire Emblem with that game, even if they haven't played a lot of the previous ones. So the Fire Emblem fan base has increased so much. Like so much. So I feel like that soon it would be a really good time to actually either do a Fire Emblem Awakening sequel or something, or at least do like a whole new Fire Emblem with the same kind of like gameplay and like style of Fire Emblem Awakening and stuff, but put it on the Wii U.
Mm.
Because I'm pretty sure if they were to announce Fire Emblem for the Wii U, like that would be a system seller for me personally. Like I would love that. They need to do that.
Hey, you never know. I mean, Nintendo is that unpredictable. You never know what they're going to announce. You never know what they're going to do. After Awakening came out and became sort of really big, I was kind of hoping that Sega would sort of, understand that and sort of make another Shining Force game, because I so want another Shining Force game.
Yes, my fiance would really like that. He really likes the
Damn
Shining
it,
Force
Sega.
games. I haven't played them, but I hear they're really good.
They haven't.
Hey.
there hasn't been a proper Shining Force game since Shining Force 3 on the Sega Saturn. Like,
It would be really
Saturn
nice.
represent.
It would be really nice to see a lot more like tactic-based games like that come out more. Like like Final Fantasy Tactics and Luminous Arc and stuff like that. Like it'd be really cool to just see a blast of those games come out.
Well,
okay.
I have good news for you. You know where there are tons of tactical simulation games like that? PC.
On Kickstarter.
PC.
No, I
Personal
bet,
computer.
I bet. But I don't know, like actually I remember they before they released Fire Emblem Awakening, they said that if this doesn't succeed, we're not gonna they either said they weren't gonna make any more Fire Emblem games or they weren't going to make any more Fire Emblem games and send them to America. But since Fire Emblem Awakening was so popular, they're gonna keep making them. So I know they're gonna keep making them, which is good.
America, fuck yeah.
Yes, America. Yeah. Speaking of Kickstarter games, Andy, what is I forgot the name of it. What is the name of that game you told us about a long time ago where you're on Mars?
Oh man. I only recently got an update from them. They're still working on. The problem is that their entire development building was flooded, and they've had to start from scratch. But let's see if I can find.
Oh, that sucks.
No, they still were able to save some of the code, so it's not completely a loss.
That still sucks though. Me and my fiance both supported the Kickstarter, so.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah. Hey, I told him about it because you told me about it, and he read up on it, and he kickstarted it before I did. So.
Yeah, it's called Lacuna Passage.
That's what it is.
And it's still being developed. The last that I left off with it, they were able to achieve a majority of their stretch goals. This is, well, no, actually, correction, not so much a majority. They were able to do a developer commentary and enhance Oculus Rift integration, which was the biggest thing people were talking about. But as of right now, they're thinking that by the end of this year, you may actually see the beta for anyone who provided a game, something for the Kickstarter available. It's going to be directly on Steam, so that's going to be awesome.
Nice. That's
There's
great.
another one on Kickstarter that if you like Lacuna Passage, you may like this one. And they've recently released a bit more information, although now the Kickstarter has been closed since last year, but they're still taking some donations through Amazon and PayPal and such. It's called Pulsar, Lost Colony. It is a spaceship simulator, as in you play a character inside of a spaceship, either piloting, being the engineer, being the security officer, or something like that, and you're actually inside the bridge and such while it's moving through a universe that is completely open, so like open world universe. You can dock in places, you can fight other people online on their ships, stuff like that. And
that's cool.
Here is I think it's this. Yeah, it's this. Checks out. As of 2 days ago, they're finally doing the last 5 updates on the alpha, so within the month, or to next month, the beta is going to be released on Steam. And, if you're part of the alpha or beta, you already got the game, free of charge, so that's great. Right now, it went up from $15 to $25. Eventually, this game is going to retail at full AAA price because they actually have some AAA developers starting to back them up. So this is going to go into the $40 or $50 range easy. So if you get it now, it's half the price.
And wait, what is it called?
Pulsar, Lost Colony. The entire story of the game is that you and the other people that you choose to play with, either AI or co-op, friends over the internet, are pirates. And you take this ship, but you don't know how to fly the ship. So the entire thing is just learning how to fly the ship while being attacked and then trying to get somewhere.
That sounds really awesome.
And if you watch some of the YouTube videos for the developer, it's actually coming along nicely. And it's set to work with pretty much any computer system. So if your computer can run DOS, it most likely can run a very basic version of this.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Kickstarter, that game you mentioned last week, Hover, they're right now at $87,371.
Yeah, I saw that. Fucking kick ass, right?
They're they only have a few more thousand to go till there's a Wii U version. So, and I already pledged the game.
Yeah, and you should check it out too, Kirra. If you have a Wii U, this game, are you a Jet Set Radio fan or Jet Set Did you ever play any of the Jet Set games?
No, I never did.
You just need to like type in Jet Set Radio into YouTube and just listen to one video of any song, and you'll love the game. Like it's like crack, just once.
Okay.
There's also another game that I wanted to talk about that's getting not enough, but it needs more like light shed on this. It's one of the other games that I spoke about a couple of weeks ago called Universum. 15 days to go. They're only at close to 200,000. They need 320,000 to break. This is de facto a fucking civilization game that is better than Sid Meier's. More in depth than any sim game in the market. This thing is going to be fucking huge. And if you watch the video, you'll get why. Because you're not doing like a flat map. You're doing entire freaking planets. And then you have aliens the size of planets coming in and crushing your shit. Just because of that.
You really like space-based games, don't you?
I like science fiction, so that usually
do
happens
too.
in space. Although there is some science fiction that could be relegated to pseudo hard science or pseudo fantasy science or something like that. But yeah, whenever there's a situation where it's some type of a universe where, you know, it's a little bit more advanced than where we are, it draws my interest. I'm a geek.
No, that's the same thing with me because like a lot of people have that argument like, oh, Dragon Age or Mass Effect, which they're very different. So I don't know why people even try to compare them to much, but they're both made by BioWare. So but like I played Dragon Age.
Hello?
I think
Hello?
we lost Kirra again.
Claire!
Oh boy.
2319!
What?
That is a Monsters reference, people.
Out of curiosity, how many Kickstarter projects have you?
Oh shit, I don't know. Ah! The prodigal daughter has returned.
Oh, she's back.
I was in the middle of a
Yay.
sentence. Damn it.
Like pissed off no, not Nazi, Gangster Jesus. She died, came back from the dead, and killed the person. Then brought him back from the dead to kill him again.
John's gonna listen to this recording and he's gonna try to edit it and he's just gonna be like,
Oh, trust me, it's none of this is gonna make it on air. So. Anyway, but you were asking something, Kevin?
Yeah, I asked how many Kickstarter projects have you?
Shit, more than a dozen, because
dude,
it's not
I was
just games.
about to ask how much money he spent on Kickstarter.
No. The thing that I love about Kickstarters is that usually if you get in early enough, in the, $5 to $25 range when it comes to small bits of gadgetry or games, you can usually just get in with that if you're early enough. It's later on that shit gets more expensive. And when it comes to the really, really expensive stuff, like there's something called the Rufus Cuff on Indiegogo I'm really interested in. That I follow, but I don't know. It just, sometimes you don't have the money to spend. And yes, I am still unemployed. Thankfully, I'm getting a few gigs every now and then, but yeah. If it was like before when I had my job at ADS, yes, I would have fucking like dozens upon dozens of fucking Kickstarters. Because this is like the best thing ever. This is kind of like the little peek at what the economy is going to be in the future. A completely self-run prosumer economy. It's built upon both producers and consumers and those who do both. You don't have the whole, hands tied with developers or publishers saying, no, we can't do that because we say so because we have the money. That's how fucking Double Fine Games has done like a couple of games right off the Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, they. Which, by the way, I'm one of the backers of that. The
Kick
Double Fine
ass,
Adventure.
dude. Fist
yes,
bump
I
on
was.
the internet.
And my name does appear at the end of Broken Age.
Nice.
In the backer credits.
Kick ass.
So far, I've done that. Cryamore was one. Mighty Number 9. I'm one of the backers on that one. And now I'm one of the backers on Hover. So.
Very nice.
Mighty Number 9 I'm pretty stoked for.
Oh, Mighty Number 9 looks just... It looks like the Mega Man game everyone has wanted for years.
And they broke their stretch goal to put it on the Wii U, right? Like,
not just that. I mean, it's coming to every single system: PS3, 360, Wii U, PS4, Xbox One, Vita, 3DS, even Mac and Linux versions.
I didn't realize it had gone that far. Wow.
It's $3 million is how much it racked up.
That's awesome.
And pretty much any game Keiji Inafune touches is just. Without that man, there would be no Dead Rising. There would be no Lost Planet.
Eh,
Well,
Lost
you've heard
Planet wasn't that great.
Well, you've heard about
I
that,
think-
right? That
Yeah.
that those games were in prototype phase, and he kept raising the budget and forcing the budget to get raised on those to eventually get Capcom to develop them.
He's great. Capcom, not so much.
Yeah.
But yes, I can understand.
And Capcom has been shit without him. So him and Shinji Mikami. So
Shinji.
Where in the world did John go?
he went off to La La Land. What La La Land is, I have no clue. But
I don't think we want to know.
Okay.
Honestly.
He left with his
I want to
girlfriend.
because, I'm a perv, so that's usually fucking funny for me. But, I don't think anyone else who's listening to the stream, or if not, would want to know. Ooh, more Star Games. Oh, this is shit. I remember this. Fuck you, Star. You don't deserve a penny. Check out Universe Sim. I linked it. It's so awesome. It's so Ratitude. I know that's a Beck album, but it still gets the point across. Odelay. also another Beck
Gratitude
album.
sounds like
No. Ratitude is a Weezer album. Odelay
Really?
is a Beck album.
Hmm.
Ratitude was kind of like a mid to best of, sort of. It was actually still good. I mean, I don't understand why people say that Weezer's no longer good. I mean, of course, they're not coming out with much new stuff, but they still got the groove.
honestly, when it comes to music, I'm stuck in the 60s and 70s. So
The 30s and 40s, man, but I still love alt rock. Love oldies.
I'm a huge fan of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Who.
Kick
That's-
ass.
That
Good
is my
choice.
that is my kind of music.
That's
Led
the
Zeppelin.
bread and butter of any
Oh, fucking love
fan
it.
of true music. Okay,
Yes.
if you don't like the Beatles, there is something definitely wrong with you.
John doesn't like the Beatles.
I know, that's why I said it.
What? John doesn't
Yeah.
like the Beatles?
Then
No,
again, John
no.
I
doesn't
would
know
think
a
he'd
lot.
be the
so-
kind of guy that would really enjoy the Beatles. I don't know. That's weird.
You don't have to be any kind of person to enjoy them. That's what's so great about the Beatles. Everyone enjoys them. You could be, a suicide bomber or a victim in the cafe of the suicide bomber. You both like the Beatles. You may have a differing ideology on some other points, but yes, you both like the Beatles.
I like Paramore.
I don't like you anymore.
No, they're my favorite. You don't understand.
I
You
do
don't
understand.
understand.
I don't like you. Paramore?
no.
Seriously?
Honestly,
Uh,
What are you in high school?
I've liked them since I was in 9th grade.
Then I feel no pity
Okay,
for you at all.
I need to take a picture of one of my walls in my room. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't want to see this.
13, 14. I have 14 Paramore posters.
I didn't need to know that.
I
Put
don't
it in
think-
perspective. 14 Paramore posters, at least one shirt a week to wear that has Paramore on it. I've seen Paramore twice. I'm gonna see them again this summer.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever listened to a Paramore song.
You probably
Ever.
have.
Go
You
listen
probably
to
have.
Monsters.
But I do remember. I think it was like the lead singer of the band showed up on The Talking Dead, which is
Did Haley Williams?
which is,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
She
watched that.
yeah, it was a few months ago. She was like one of the guest hosts on The Talking Dead. So,
Yeah,
love Walking Dead. That show is
Yep.
just. Oh.
I don't watch
Unfortunately, I feel pretty sad
Walking
about
Dead,
it.
but I
Fuck that.
They ended season 4 on a cliffhanger.
Don't fucking tell me. I haven't.
I'm not
watched
gonna tell you.
I never watched
Unfortunately, from
Walking Dead.
season 3, it's kind of like hurt inside because it's turned into a very, very boring fucking. It's like, oh god, it's beating your head against a rock and then just waiting for the last 2 episodes for some fucking story development. Would you
In
want to
the-
live in a world that's so badly written? My god,
I mean, The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
season
the
4,
guy
think-
who was at fucking Comic-Con waiting 2 hours like before anyone even knew there was on the fucking schedule, and I got to see the first episode of The Walking Dead a good 3 months before it aired at Comic-Con. And I was like, oh yes, it's so good. Oh, it's all over my face. Yes, and it was awesome. But you know what happened? Season 2 happened. You know what happened in season 2? Fucking nothing. Season
In
3
season-
is like, okay, there's some development. We're starting to touch upon some of the interesting books in like the second act of the comic book series. And then what happens? Wet firecracker.
What did
Really?
you think of the way they portrayed the governor?
I like the governor.
Yeah.
They got the governor actually more interesting than the original governor from the comic book. But they did nothing with him. And whenever they tried to push the envelope, it was so fucking predictable. It got to the point that I could call what the episode was going to fucking end. Like, exactly what happened with Spider-Man 2. Exactly that fucking happened. Like, 20 minutes into each episode, I was like, oh, God, I know where this is going.
Season 4 is, it's interesting.
I've only
It's-
watched the first few
it's-
episodes. I'm trying to, like, et myself and, like, pump myself into actually seeing it so I can survive through all of it. So I will see what I'll come up with some idea of it once I finish it later this week. Don't
That's
you
what I-
dare say anything else.
This is also kind of funny. I actually got my dad into The Walking Dead.
Cool.
Yeah, because he was like, he was interested, and I'm like, okay, let's watch it on Netflix. So I just put it on.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
First 3 seasons are on Netflix. And season 1, you'll blow right past through it because it's like only 6 episodes long.
Yeah, because nobody
It's-
thought it would actually work. That was the insane part. And then when everyone saw they didn't have enough room for people at Comic-Con first season or second season. Not even the third season, which wasn't even that great when I went to that con. It was fucking awesome.
Funny thing is, like, that kind of mirrors the comic book in and of itself, because originally, like, that's why a lot more stuff happened in, like, the first few issues of the comic.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't think it was actually going to last as long as it did.
Well, the thing is that this comic, like, predates almost every single zombie movie, because
Oh, yeah.
all the big zombie
2000
movies in the past couple of decades have something based off of Walking Dead.
2000, did it come out 2003?
No, 2001, I think.
2001, okay.
Like, so pretty much all of those, 28 Days Later, all of the remakes of any zombie movie or fucking Shaun of the Dead, everything takes something from The Walking Dead.
I just find it funny that it's an Image comic. because it's like you know the reputation of this company, like in the 90s when they were like all about young blood and Liefeldian characters of Liefeldian portions
Oh, God.
and Spawn and all that shit, and it's like to
Oh,
think
God, I
that
remember
that
Spawn.
that
Remember
they
the
went
Spawn movie? Oh, God, that is
oh god, that was so bad.
worthy.
But like, and then you look at like 10 years later, and they have The Walking Dead, and they actually have good stuff, and it's like, holy shit, they've completely done a 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen again.
I just hope they just keep doing this, where they don't go back to the whole young blood and having women with contorted spines and men with giant muscles where muscles don't exist, with pouches all over the place. Oh god. Oh,
Basically, this is, there you go. This is what he's trying to describe, Kirra.
I can't look at well, I can kind of look like at links. Hold on. Sorry, I'm on my phone.
Now imagine that image and the sound in the background very dull. Yep. That'll do it.
I'm still loading it.
Blazing fast, 56K.
Or even better, this.
What the heck?
Be careful, I'm guessing she has an eye. Oh, God. Oh, that looks... oh, man.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
The proportions and the
That's not even proportions. That looks like a tumor. Okay? That is something that needs to be fucking checked out, because either he has, like, contorted and has 2 rib cages, or I don't know what to tell you, but Captain America looks like he may be gassy.
Yeah, for people who don't know what we're looking at the image of Captain America drawn by Rob Liefeld, where he just looks like, I don't know how to describe it.
Extra
It's
chest.
he's got like this chest that protrudes like like
Seriously, he has the rib
Like a
cage
foot
of
away
a
from
fucking
him.
elephant. To be honest, he has the rib cage of an elephant.
Is he okay? Is he like a professional artist? Because what the
Yeah,
heck?
Yeah, he
he
is
was.
professional
He's a
artist.
professional artist. He should know that. What?
Rib
Okay,
cages,
Yeah.
yes, he should know.
if all right, if
I
I'm
know.
taking drawing class about body proportions, like drawing
But it
body
was
proportions,
hip.
like
It
how
was
in
cool. It was,
It was
it was
it was the early 90s when basically everything was grim and gritty and
yes,
giant men with giant
delicious
muscles and,
grimdark.
you know basically the post V for Vendetta, Watchmen, Dark Knight Returns, basically everything after that just went to shit.
It's like emo before there was emo. Really, it was like when interesting people were getting all like depressed about the world and shit. Not this guy though. This guy was just bad. I got nothing to add.
He's horrible. Oh god, 90s comics. And they're still reeling from that. From the fact that from the 90s and the fact that Marvel almost went bankrupt. Oh wait, did they? I think that wait, I
No,
think
no, they didn't. They started
they-
selling off their fucking.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't have fucking Captain Marvel for a few years and shit like that.
it's amazing to
The
think
White
like
Excelsior, some shit that somebody came up with that was going to go up against the Captain Marvel idea, but it turned out that the fucking Marvel was able to fucking buy it a few years later. I don't know.
nowadays it's like, the idea of Marvel going into bankruptcy is just sort of, you know, alien because you're
Yeah,
so
it's also the reason why we will never see a good Spider-Man movie ever.
well we
just-
did. I mean,
No. What, the
No,
original
I'm
Spider-Man
actually
movies
glad-
with Sam Raimi? Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was good. Spider-Man
Oh,
2,
yeah.
that one was really
You
good.
missed our-
Spider-Man
you missed-
3 was a fucking like, oh my god, made me want to cut my
Andy,
wrist.
you missed our discussion before we had about Spider-Man.
you did?
Oh.
I am. Wait, like, all right.
Don't
I-
waste your money going to see it. Please, Kirra, don't do that to yourself.
I won't because I didn't even like the first Amazing Spider-Man. I am a fan of the older movies, and I'm normally alone when I say this. Normally, people are like, "I love the newer movies," but I don't. I do
The new
not.
Amazing Spider-Man is crap, and if you like it, you are the reason that we're fucking doing remakes within the same fucking decade of one movie to another.
Yeah.
Okay? When the hell has it ever happened, and why aren't people fucking more freaked out about this? That we're remaking a movie within the same decade that it came out.
Wait, no, we're not.
Spider-Man 3, when did it come out?
2007.
Yeah.
When, within 10 years, was
Oh,
the Amazing
okay.
Spider-Man out?
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about like from Spider-Man 1 to like when.
No. The
the
last
next one.
Spider-Man 3 is still considered part of the original trilogy, so it's just an extension of the first movie. A very bad
Okay.
one, diseased and disgusting, but still
Hey.
one nonetheless.
At least it's better than the new ones.
Yeah, even that pile of crap was better than the new movies.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I am so glad at least someone says like because personally I love like Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite like if not one of my favorite besides Batman Forever. I love Batman Forever. Like I love Spider-Man 2. It's one of my
Wanna let
favorite
that one
superhero
go?
movies ever. And people always give the older ones crap, but the newer ones they just like Peter Parker
They
is like some
turned
kind
Peter
of like
Parker into a jockey idiot. Okay, that's what
exactly. I was just about to like
A
say that.
hipster douche.
Spider-Man, Peter Parker is supposed to be not so much. He's not supposed to be self-absorbed. He's supposed to be self-sacrificing. He's supposed to be the epitome of a guy who has way too much on his plate and can never fucking handle it, but he still does it. He's supposed to be a fucking teenager who's scared of the future, embarrassed about himself, and on top of that, fighting monsters daily, protecting the very people that hate him. And what do we get? We get some fucking pretty boy who's a fucking jock, a hipster shit, and we find out that it's no longer about accidentally encountering and coming upon your powers by being bitten by a spider. No. It was predestined because his father made the venom with his own DNA, so only he can use it to... That's the laziest fucking trope any fucking writer can do. Going, hey, instead of actually making it a complicated cerebral adventure about a person who's thrown into a situation that they weren't supposed to be in the first place, no, let's make it predestined. Fuck that shit. It's all predestined. It's all meant to happen. He is the Messiah. Suck a dick. That's, fuck that.
I hate what they did with Green Goblin. I mean,
Oh my god! When I saw the first
He-
stills, when they were saying that this was, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like fucking some
he
type of like.
doesn't look like the Green Goblin. Willem Dafoe looked
Oh my
like the Green
god! Don't
Goblin.
bring this up. Willem Dafoe is and will always be the only Green Goblin in mine eyes. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Did you? I said it before, and I'll say it again. That wasn't a trained laugh. That is William Dafoe laughing. They just gave him a suit, and he just went about his day. That is an average day for William Dafoe, only with a green suit.
I'm gonna get you, Spider-Man. Just when he does that voice, it's just
It's perfect.
exactly.
It's like a once in a generation thing where you have a character that fits like a when you have a person fit a character so perfectly. I mean,
And this is
heck, even Doc Ock was actually done pretty damn well.
oh yeah, I love how they
Those
characterize
two
Doc
movies,
Ock.
fucking gold. Everyone was excited about the third, and then they came up with that crap. Oh,
My God, I can't believe the second one's 10 years old this year.
yep.
Jesus Christ, that movie is just oh man,
I blame the YOLO generation.
fucking hipsters.
It's Carpe Diem for stupid people.
Yeah,
So
those
what
those.
else are we at?
Uh,
Anything else before we keep ranting?
do we have anything else to talk about, or
I don't even think half the stuff will be in the podcast, honestly.
knowing John, he'll probably cut all this out and.
Who cares?
I'm just like talking casually right now. I'm not even worried about the podcast. I just like hearing you guys' thoughts on like movies and jank.
You know what's another possibility for the Pokemon universe?
Oh my God.
It's a genetic aberration post-apocalypse story.
I thought he was gonna say something halfway intelligent and possible.
What are you talking about? If we're talking about like beings that have sentience and are able to understand and comprehend humans, then there has to be some type of like a tie-in. The law of what's the name of it? Speciation doesn't allow it for interspecies communication because of differing perception and biological output. So that means that rats will never understand the minds of cats or humans because they're rats or because they're cats. But if you have these multiple sentient, fucking, aberrant things, they must have come from somewhere. What if there was some type of like a war where genetic, warfare took about? Some type of like a, instead of a nuclear bomb, a genobomb or something. And then you had people change over time. If
Or
you had
the
a post... What? Go
Or
ahead.
the Pokemon of the genetic offspring of several kaiju monsters.
That would be also awesome.
That
The
would
problem
gosh.
is that if we just go by natural law, there's going to be a point where someone's fucking a Pokemon, and I really don't want to touch that.
oh God, there's probably a million fan fictions
Exactly.
about that.
So, instead of the whole, giving it hard to Pikachu, no. Instead, what if Pokemon used to be people?
But here's the question: what if a Pokemon merged with Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, are we really doing this?
You would get something that would be half as
You would
interesting
get
as-
Sonichu.
Oh, God.
Not.
Half as interesting as
Yes.
Pokemon and combined, but will
I-
never sell.
Yes,
Can
I
we
somehow
not?
brought Sonichu into this.
Oh my gosh, can't we not?
Hey,
am-
I dropped the whole ball on the dog fighting based economy, okay? I'm giving that to you. Come on. LeBron James! No, wait, what was it? Was it LeBron, or who was the guy who was eating a dog? There was some black athlete who was dog fighting. Let me see. Black athlete. Dog fighting.
Oh my God.
Michael Vick, first thing right there. So instead of having an entire world full of Michael Vicks, I think I'm going pretty easy. What else? What's another kitty universe I can destroy? Give me something. Kev. Come on. Let's throw
Final
science on the
Fantasy.
wall and see what sticks.
Final Fantasy.
Acid Trip.
No, not just Final Fantasy. Kingdom Hearts. Huh?
No. That is some kid who was a fan of anime and watched Disney, but was hit by a truck and is in a coma. In the
Lame.
darkness,
So essentially, it's the inside the mind of a weeaboo.
inside the mind of a weeaboo, and the whole darkness theme is that he's going to eventually die very soon. Like we're on the real world, he's having like a cardiac arrest, he's dying, and so that's the whole spiel.
You know, I've actually heard similar theories with Final Fantasy VIII. That you remember that one part in Final Fantasy VIII when Squall gets hit with the icicle things?
Yes, and there's the idea that he died from there, and everything after that was just like, yeah, it kind of makes sense because you have to switch discs, and then you can never go back, and everything's
Yeah.
all fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, that could work. No, I need something darker and grittier.
Like a
I got it. Disney characters are slaves.
okay.
And so what happens is that this world of Kingdom Hearts is with post-slavery world. And so then you have the original like cartoons and everything just being like filmed by this sick and twisted sadistic overlord, who is now the representation of the darkness later on. But it's so predictable. It's kind of like a carpetbagger version of the world in Disney. Carpetbaggers being the Civil War soldiers who were going between North and South trying to... This is turning into a history class. I don't like it. Let's see. What can I do? What's something sick, perverted, and twisted and wrong? I need to go someplace where all of that is listed. Cracked. Let's see what I can find in Cracked. Oh, what was it? Oh, before I go to Cracked, there was a security checkpoint Playmobil set. I don't know if any of you saw that.
No, but I
Yeah.
saw the Breaking Bad play set.
This is a security checkpoint in a fucking like a... Wait, one second. No, Playmobil, not Laymobile. Doomcoft. There we go. Found it. Where anally probing someone is good for America. They have an X-ray machine, they have a pat down, they have everything in this fucking set. And it's for
Oh my
40
God.
years old and older. This is a real thing, by the way. A pat
Did you hear
down
about-
for America.
Wait, did you hear about this one?
Oh, the Breaking Bad Lego set. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
god. Sold out.
It's a meth lab.
And they do the turn head where half the guy's head is missing. Oh
Yeah.
man, nobody saw that coming. That was fucking awesome. Children, I love the the feigned outrage. Children can
Okay,
now build their own
so-
drug dens and with a shocking new playset inspired by the TV
So,
show.
since John is off doing his own little thing, and we're pretty much done with this, how about we just sort of give this an official ending? This
Well,
podcast.
either that or I start talking about a 50 Shades of Grey Lego set.
Oh God! If you're gonna mention 50 Shades of Grey, at least talk about the Gilbert Godfrey reading it. Did you ever watch that?
Oh god.
Did you watch that?
Yes, I was the one who sent it to you.
Oh shit! That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, so
There's one person.
wait, where's
Let's see if this
where's
is on.
Kira?
I'm right here.
Oh yeah, you're there. Okay.
You need to hear 50 Shades of Grey read by Guilford Godfrey.
Oh, gosh.
So let's just give this an official ending so John can sort of edit this into the whole thing. Anyway, guys, this has been UGP. I don't know where the hell John is. He's off doing something with something. I don't
At
know.
this point, we really don't care because I've
Yeah.
already destroyed her childhood and I've made this guy laugh. So that's pretty much it for me today.
So, anyway, guys,
Platypus, everyone.
see you next episode. You guys have anything last things to say? Or
I just said it, bitch.
okay, so
About to drop a platypus on this.
Kira, do you have anything to say?
I'm sad.
I know. Your tears are delicious.
Okay, Andy, finish it off.
Platypus, everyone.
Platypus.
Here you go. Here's the link. Gilbert Gottfried reads 50 Shades of Grey. If you become tumescent at any point during the recording, that's okay. It happens.
Can someone like play it over their speakerphone so I can hear it? I don't know if I can play Skype and YouTube on my phone at one time.
Oh no, I haven't set my audio up for that. I'd have to restart everything.
Okay, I could take out my. Oh, sorry.
My Wi-Fi doesn't reach upstairs in my room anymore, so I have to use my phone for everything.
Have you
Okay.
reset it?
What?
Pulling the power.
No, I've tried resetting it. It just doesn't. It just like. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not very computer or internet savvy,
No,
but
this
I don't
would be
think.
more hardware. It's most likely something's blocking the signal. What type of? Oh wait, how old is your house?
It was built in like 2006.
Okay, then yeah, you got a Faraday cage between your bedroom and that. You're not going to get a signal. You need
Okay.
another one upstairs. You're not going to get it.
Well, because the router is like kind of like in our basement level, and then we have a ground floor, and
No one's going to get signal above anything
Yeah.
if it's in the basement. You need at minimum on the first floor. Because
I
if
mean,
you have a basement with radon protection and all that, it works like a reverse Faraday cage, focusing the signal. I've had to do this for a whole bunch of like buildings in New York City. It's fucking hell.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know. It works fine on the ground floor, but up here, like, I'm kind of like in the attic-y area, so yeah, that really sucks.
Tired.
I'm sorry, I'm playing the video.
I can't hear it.
I know. Clitor!
Can you hear it on my end?
No, I can't hear it.
The erotic best-selling novel read by
There it goes.
Godfrey.
You can hear it?
My
Kind of.
goddess!
Yeah, it's a bit
They
off.
start dancing and is
There it
staring
is.
too, open-mouthed and drooling slightly.
Hear it the way it was meant to be heard.
Keep still, he orders, and slowly he inserts his thumb inside me, rotating it around and around,
Oh my
Oh my
god.
stroking the front wall of my vagina. No fisting, you said. Anything else you object to? I agree to the fisting, but I'd really like to claim your ass.
Famed voice actor Gilbert Gottfried gives a reading that can only be described as sensual.
Holy fuck, is this wrong? But holy hell, is it erotic?
Let Christian Grey seduce you over and over again through the voice of Gilbert Gottfried.
But when he hits my clitoris, I cry out loudly. Oh, please, I groan. Quiet, he orders, not taking his eyes off mine. He scrunches my panties in his hand, holds them up to his nose, and inhales deeply. His hands reach around and touch my breasts, and my nipples pucker at his touch.
Holy shit, this is hot.
And that is your pervert droplet for today.
I am just.
Good night, everyone. I'm going to go enjoy my quiche.
Oh my gosh. What in the?
I have no idea.
That's pretty funny though. Wait, did Andy leave?
Yeah, he left. He's off
Oh my
doing
gosh.
something. And John, I have no idea where the hell he went. He's just.
Did John leave before Andy got on, or did he even know Andy got on?
I think he left just before Andy got on.
We shouldn't tell him that Andy came on, and he'll just find out when he listens to the recording.
Okay, I'm gonna edit this. What the hell?
What the hell, Andy? Because he's not. I don't know. I just find that really funny.
'Cause we were trying to get hold of Andy, and it was just annoying, because we kept calling him, and we couldn't get a hold of him, and then he just shows up in the middle of the episode.
We should tell John, like, yeah, we ended the show like an hour ago. Which technically we kind of did, because
If you edit all the in between stuff out, yeah, technically.
Oh my gosh, his recorder's still going. I wonder if
It's
he's heard
recording
that.
all of this.
Yeah, because he's controlling the recording and he never turned the recording off, so he heard the 50 Shades of Grey thing. Has he seen that?
I don't think he's ever seen it. I don't. He may have. I think Andy made it to him.
That's
I
gonna be
don't.
hilarious if he's never seen it and if he just fast forwards to that part. It's gonna be so funny.
It's gonna be great.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
I want to see John's reaction to all this. So just like,
Yeah, we should like have him stop and have him play it while when he's back. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing so
no,
much
no, that's
because
fine.
he could like use part of the clips from that video in the podcast. Like it would be I am sorry. I'm just cracking up from that. He could like before he even puts the part in where he's like, "Welcome everyone to episode." He could put in like, "He touched my blah 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 blah," or whatever, and then jump to the clip where it's like, "Welcome everyone." That'd be so. Oh my god.
It's gonna be great. It's great.
It is good. It's so great. This is gonna be the best episode ever, and John missed half of it.
And I have no idea where he went. He just.
Yeah, he left in the middle of an episode. Like, what the heck?
I have no idea.
Did
And
he even
I probably don't want to know.
did he say what he was gonna go do?
No, he never normally doesn't say what he's gonna do. He just stops doing whatever
Hello?
he's doing, and that's it. Like, just yeah.
No.
So,
Well, he's been gone for like an hour.
he's lost in the Twilight Zone. He's probably watching Twilight Zone.
What the heck?
When-
We're here doing his show for him.
They're giving him instant money.
No, he has to put up with editing this, so
That's punishment enough.
yeah, it's true.
Though I do like to hear his reaction. He's like listening, and then all of a sudden he just like fast forwards, and you hear Gilbert Godfrey read. Shade's like, it's like, what the hell?
That's gonna be really funny.
That's gonna be great. Oh God, it's late. I got work in the morning. I don't want to go to work.
Ugh, I don't have work in the morning, but I wish I did because I want a job.
Retail is a pain in the ass. It really is. I mean, it's like, you know,
Oh well.
you get the money in, and that's fine, but like for the most part, it's a pain in the ass dealing with customers. Like today we had a sale on this week we're having a sale on oil.
Wait, where do you work?
Oh, I work at ShopRite.
Okay, I don't know what that
Never-
is, but
Never heard of it because it's only in like this region. It's a chain of supermarkets.
okay.
It's only like in like New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Philadelphia, like that specific area. Outside of the U.S.,
Okay.
nobody knows. but that's where I work, and we're like right now we're having the sale on oil, and I had to deal with a customer today who just didn't get it. It's not 2 per variety. It's only 2, and that's it. And she just wouldn't give up. They do that. They just, some customers, they just don't give up. They just want to just, you know, keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you just give up and you give them the item.
Mhm.
Ugh.
But obviously you can't do that, so
No, you can't. You can't.
yeah.
Not unless they go to courtesy desk. Most of the time, courtesy desk will just give them what they want and just, yeah. I tell you, you get some weird customers in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet, like, I don't know. I've never worked in retail, so I don't know what to expect if I do get hired to do it, so.
Really, the only advice I could give you is just be nice. You know, just try to be as nice and as patient to the customers as humanly possible.
Yeah,
There's sometimes where I'm almost at my breaking point with some of these people. You know,
right.
but you know, for the most part, you just have to have a lot of patience. That really is the key, patience. You know, if you don't have patience, you're screwed.
Yeah. Ooh, hopefully I'll be okay with that, because sometimes it depends.
I mean, you never know until you try.
Yeah, yeah.
I was when I first got the job, I was nervous as hell, and I was like afraid that I was gonna like explode at the customers. And no, I mean, not every customer's an asshole. A lot of them are really nice people. So, you know,
Yeah. Well, I applied to like clothes places basically in the mall, so hopefully those won't be too bad.
oh, there's always other places. Like my sister, she works at a library, so you know, there's always a
Yeah.
library. Which, by the way, I did something new recently. I rented a game from a library, which is something new around here. So.
What is it?
I rented a game from a library, something I've never actually done
Oh.
before.
Wow, I've
Because
never actually heard of a library having games.
yeah, they're starting to do that. Like up here, they're starting to like, not every library, but some of the libraries are starting to get into small, you know, library games, small collection of games. They mostly have Wii games, but I took out Sonic Colors, so
Yeah.
that's that. I'm actually really liking that because it's you could tell that's where they got Sonic Generations from.
Yeah, I agree. I like Sonic Colors a lot in Generations. Lost World, I don't know, I'm not crazy about Lost
I,
World.
I only played the demo. I haven't played the full game yet, but I do want to get the full game.
I've only played a little I've only played a little bit of the Wii U version because I don't have a Wii U, but I played and beat the 3DS version, and it's okay. It's just okay. I
Hmm.
don't know.
I heard mixed things about it. You know, hopefully Sonic Boom they'll go back to the whole color slash generations gameplay because I really liked how they did that.
Yeah, I like it too. I think it's
They,
like Sonic Generations was great. I
they
like it.
mixed in the 2D and the 3D and it just blended together and it worked really well. Yeah,
Right, yeah, I agree.
especially generations. I love the fact that they like it plays the like the Sega Genesis games.
Hmm.
That just because that's
I
my
love
child.
Generations.
Oh, Generation's
Like,
great. I haven't played
yeah.
it though in a long time because for some reason it's not working on my computer.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, for some reason
My
it just I boot it up, just doesn't want to work.
Yeah, I have my copy on the 360, so I don't have any issues. But it's such a good game.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember like going to go get it like midnight launch and like bring it back, and I couldn't even play it because my Xbox was at home and I was at college. I had to
Uh,
bring my Xbox with me, so I couldn't play it till like a month after I got it.
I pre-ordered it on Steam. You know, I pre-purchased it, and then I had
Hmm.
to wait for weeks because it was in my library, but I couldn't download it and install it.
Oh,
So I'm like,
wow,
damn you!
it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is crazy. But Sonic Boom looks good.
It does look good. I mean, you did hear that it's also like supposed to be an alternate universe. Like it's not
Yeah,
technically canon. So that made me a little happy because I feel like I wouldn't want this to be canon, I guess.
yeah. It's good
So
that they're sort of trying to branch it out and trying to, you know, do different yeah. chronologies or whatever you want to call it.
yeah, yeah,
And that's good that they're doing that.
I
But
agree.
though, honestly, I'm hoping like they do announce like Sonic the Hedgehog 5 or something like that. That would be just
That'd be neat.
that would be awesome.
Like I like four, but my thing with four is that like I played 4 episode 1 on PC, but my PC wasn't really strong enough to play it at the time, so it was just really laggy. So I didn't really get the full experience. And the only time I had the chance to, I got Sonic the Hedgehog episode 2 for free, but on my iPhone.
Uh,
So that did not really work out. I mean, I still got to play it, but I just need to play it on something better to really experience it, I guess.
I have both episodes on Steam, but I just haven't really played
Hmm.
because I have.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a huge backlog of games to play. I got that. I've got friggin' Wonderful 101, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Tropical Freeze. I got. Let's see, I got Valkyrie Chronicles 2 yesterday, so I got that to play. What else? I just have a whole bunch of games that I just need to play that I just haven't had the time to just sort of sit down and get really into.
Dude, I have games that I bought last summer that I haven't even touched because like normally over the summer is when I have time to play more video games. But like during the school year, I watch more anime. So now that it's the summer, I'll probably play a lot more games. Like I still have to finish Project Cross Zone, Persona 4, which I bought last summer, but I never had finished it. Uh, I bought Time Hollow for the DS. I bought what else did I buy over there? Um, what else did I get? I got a lot of PS2 games last summer because GameStop was selling PS2 games for like dirt cheap.
Oh yeah, they were trying to get rid of them.
Yeah. So I bought Xenosaga, the first one. That's when I bought Persona 4. I bought which Katamari game was it? I bought a Katamari game. I can't remember which one it was. It's for the PS2.
Was it the first one, or
I can't remember.
it's because the first one was Katamari Damacy, and the second one, I
Yeah,
think, We Love
that one's it.
Katamari. Yeah, the
Yeah,
first one is
it's the
I
first
love
one.
that game.
It's really it's so fun. Like out of that, like okay, I remember now. I bought that, Xenosaga 1, Persona 4, and Dark Cloud. I bought all of those games,
Nice.
and I played some of Persona 4 first because that's one I was looking forward to the most playing, and I played that um a lot. And then I was like, okay, I'll put in Katamari, and I like enjoyed Katamari more than I thought I was going to. It's so funny. It's so
Isn't it?
addicting. It's so
It's just
addicting.
such a simplistic game. It's so that it's just very addicting.
Yeah.
Want to collect every single object. You want to explore the entire map and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That 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 exploration aspect to it, I think, is really the draw of it. The fact that you just want to roll your ball around and collect everything in sight. You know, that's just.
I just love like I think the thing I love about it is at first you have to start picking up little small stuff and like I really couldn't wait to like pick up the bigger stuff like animals and people. Like I can't wait to get to the later levels where I could like pick up like airplanes and stuff. Like that's gonna be great.
I also just love how absurd it is. Just how you know, the fact the whole thing is the king of the cosmos. He just crash lands into every star and just now makes his son go collect every object on Earth to make stars out of, and it's like because Earth has too many stuff. It's so absurd, but I love it. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
that absurdity I absolutely love.
it's great. I
Yeah.
was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, so I still gotta beat it. I got relatively far in it. I gotta finish it. So I didn't finish any of those games. I played a little bit of Dark Cloud, um, and I had never played it prior to last summer. And it's pretty good. I just didn't get into it as much as I was Katamari and Persona 4, and then I haven't touched Xenosaga yet, so I need to play it. I
I've
don't know
heard
if you've ever played it,
I've,
but
I've heard good things about it, but I've never played it.
mm,
But I've heard really really good things about it. When it comes to RPGs on PS2, my favorite's Dragon Quest VIII: Journey to the Cursed King. I love that game.
oh,
It,
my brother owns that game. I should probably play that
oh,
sometime.
it's so amazing because it's like it feels like a 16-bit RPG. You know, it feels like people who made it, love the RPGs on like the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, and sort of wanted to bring that to the PS2. But you have an open world that you can just walk around in and just sort of get into random battles. It has a turn-based battle system that's actually, it's really good. You have sort of this kind of like a limit break thing going on with it. You can craft different items and all this kind of stuff, and it's got just the graphics on it are absolutely gorgeous because it has that Akira Toriyama art style to it. The Dragon Ball stuff, and it just looks gorgeous on the PS2. It just looks amazing, and the story is excellent. The characters are really fleshed out. You have only 4 characters in the only 4 playable characters in the entire game, and that's it. And all of them are fleshed out. All of them are, they have character development. It's such a well-made game, and it just makes me hope that the next Dragon Quest game, which was announced actually, I think it was like one of the heads of Square Enix announced that there's the next one is in development. I'm just hoping that it's being developed by Level 5 because they're the ones who did 8 and 9. So, and they've done an excellent job with that series.
I have to check it out then. My brother owns it. I guess I could just borrow it from him. So I need to try that out.
It's great. Though the other, I have the Black Label version, which has the Final Fantasy 12 demo disc. So that's a plus if you've never played Final Fantasy 12.
Oh, I also bought Final Fantasy 12 last year, and I haven't played it yet either. And I bought Final Fantasy 13 last year, which I also haven't played yet. Dang it.
12. I've only played a few hours of 12. 12 is good. It's better than 10. And it tries the gameplay. It tries to go with a more real-time battle system, and it just. It's like, why didn't you just copy and paste Kingdom Hearts real-time battle system? Because that just worked so well. This, it's a bit more complicated than the other one. Like, you have to tell each character, this one heals that, this one attacks that. Like, it's a bit more complex, but it's like, it's all right. 13, on the other hand, is just crap. There's no way to describe it. It's crap. Pure crap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I heard. But see, I just feel like I've seen so many people talk about it, and I don't know. I feel like I'd try it.
Many people are sort of divided on it. Some people love the game. Some people don't. I'm on the side of the people who don't love it. Just Lightning is not a likable character. She's a cold-hearted bitch. She's just completely unlikable as a person. You don't really want to root for her. The only character you really want to root for is Saz, and that's because he's the only likable character in the entire game. He's trying to find his son. And you kind of sympathize with him. You kind of you're rooting for him. Lightning, on the other hand, it's like, screw her. Why should I root for her? She's not likable. She's not like this character who I really want to, root for. Of course, the only good thing she ever did was punch Snow in the face. So, because it happens early in the game, and he's trying to dig Sarah out of this crystal thing, and he's just being like an idiot, and she just decks him, and from that point on, you're like, yay, because she did something good. But other than that, 13 I hated the battle system. I liked how they did the ATB, but the paradigm shift was a complete how they did that. The fact that I understand changing classes in game, but it should be instantaneous. It shouldn't take a few seconds to change. The game shouldn't stop just so you change while the enemy is still wailing on you.
Oh well, yeah,
that annoyed me. The fact that also you can't change leaders in the middle of battle. Basically, if the character who you've chosen as the leader dies, it's game over.
Ooh, that
and
sucks.
it doesn't switch over. Like that's why the one thing I loved about Final Fantasy 13 too was that they fixed that so that if say Sarah dies, it goes directly to Noel. It switches over so you don't and you get the chance to revive her. Revive Sarah. It works so well. And though it still wasn't that good and it tries playing with time travel and it just fails on its fails on it falls flat on its face though. Uh what was his name? Not Snow. Was it Noel? Noel? Hope. Hope. He was a much better character in that game. In 13, he was just whiny and just constantly complained and bitched and moaned. It was like, oh god, just shut up. I'm sorry, I'm going on about Final Fantasy 13 again. That
No,
game,
that's fine. At least I know what to expect. I mean, I bought the game for like $6, so.
you paid less than what I did. I
Did
paid
you buy it when it came out?
no, I paid 20.
Oh, okay.
I bought it used. I'm like, there's no
I
way in
bought,
hell I am paying full price for that game.
yeah.
Ugh. But
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so those are what I have to play this summer. I don't know. Like Time Hollow for the DS, like I heard about it from like some YouTuber, I can't remember who exactly. And it was like just a couple bucks, so I bought it. But I have no idea what it's about. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
actually, no, I've never heard of it. This looks
yeah.
actually interesting. Is this
Like
new or?
it's old. Here, let me go get the box so I can read it. Hold on a sec.
Oh, 2008. Okay. I'm on the Amazon page.
Okay, it's a DS game and it came out in 2008.
Hmm.
Um, okay. With the mysterious disappearance of his family, Ethan must use the time-bending powers of the Hollow Pen to change past events in order to save those closest to him. And apparently, the DS Pen is your Hollow Pen. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I have had this game for like over a year, but I have never even put it in my DS. It's a Konami game.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, I mean you should look it up online. I've heard that it was pretty good and it's got like anime characters in it, so I don't know.
There was a game I picked up a year ago, Alien Infestation, and it's a side scrolling survival horror from Way Forward, and I remember hearing really good things about it, and I picked it up. I played it for a few minutes. I liked it, but I just haven't touched it since then. Like it's been a year, almost a year and a half since I've actually played the game. And then I have Persona 3, but I haven't played that. I bought that like 2 years ago, and I still haven't played it.
Yeah, the only Persona games that I've played is 4 so far. Like I didn't even get into Shin Megami Tensei until just recently, so
That's another game. I have SMT4, and I still haven't played that.
my fiance bought the fifth one for the 3DS. It came out this past year. He likes it. He thought
You're
it was
kind of
pretty good.
getting all.
I haven't played it, but Project Crescent I really need to play. And I still have the PlayStation 2 version of Soccer Wars. Hello?
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
Hello?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I'm back.
okay.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, for a moment you were getting all it kept getting all staticky and jumpy.
Oh, okay.
Now it's fine. Yeah. Recently I've been playing Bravely Default on the 3DS. Awesome.
Yeah, how's that? I played
Awesome
the demo, but
Oh my god, this game is amazing.
so what makes it good? Because I mean, I played the demo and I don't know, I wasn't crazy about it, but again, I only played the demo, so
Oh, I loved it. it's an old school RPG. You know, it plays out like, you know, kind of much like Dragon Quest VIII. It plays out like like as if it's on the Super Nintendo, and it's awesome. The story is really good. It's well written. I love the characters. You know, the fact that the entire game itself, it's kind of like it makes fun of RPGs, but it's kind of like proud that it is an RPG, that it is like this homage to the old school RPGs, and it's just awesome. You know, the fact that you have this again this turn-based battle system, but the fact that you have brave and default. Essentially, you can default and like you have like these. I don't know how to describe it, but basically you have this thing called BP, brave points, and basically if it's one, you can go up to 1, 2, or 3, and if you go up to 3, you can basically do 3 attacks in a row. Okay, but if you go negative, because you can go negative, basically you have to wait a few turns until eventually you can do a whole bunch of until you could attack. It's really interesting. They also kind of took the ability system from Final Fantasy V, because in that basically you could have like different jobs and all kind of stuff, but you could also if you mastered a certain job, you could actually take the abilities you learned from that job and use it while using another job. So essentially each character can do 2 jobs at the same time. You know, and I love that in Final Fantasy V. Like, you could have someone who's a samurai but also a time mage. You know, that's just, you know, you could like, you know, attack enemies and cure and cast haste. They use the same thing in this, and it works perfectly. So like I have Tiz is like, he's a thief, but he also has knife power. He has like freelancer powers. I got like Agnes is like, she's a summoner, but she's a white mage at the same time. It's just, it's really well done, and like I said, it's really well written. I mean, I love how it makes fun of like all the little tropes. Like, you have this character named Ring a Bell, and he has amnesia, but he's not like, you know, he's not like all emo and shit like that. He's just like, you know, he's just like, you know, yeah, I got amnesia, and he doesn't make a big deal out of it. And he just somehow has a book that tells him what's going to happen next. And anytime they ask him about, like, where did he get the book, he's like, I don't remember. I don't know. Just like, I just showed up in this town and I have a book. I don't know why. And he's also like this, yeah.
It's funny.
So, yeah.
I remember when we were talking about this game before it came out, we were talking about like the name for it, like Bravely Default Flying Fairy. Like, what the? Like, I remember we were talking about in a podcast how stupid the name was.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the game is great. The story so far the story is actually really good. I'm actually really getting into it and stuff like that. So
Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna play. I don't know. I'm probably gonna replay through Sapphire just because I'm hyped for the remake. So I'll probably do that this summer. But I don't know whether to play like more Persona 4, Time Hollow, Project Cross Zone, Final Fantasy. Maybe Final Fantasy 12. Maybe that'll be my
try
thing.
that out. That game was it was pretty good. You know, it wasn't as bad as 10 or 13, but it was
Well, that's good
decent.
because like I didn't find 10 like I don't find 10 horrible. I never beat 10, but I got pretty far in 10, and I don't know, I never found it really horrible. So I guess I'd really like 12.
Yeah, maybe. I hated 10 as you've heard and I've mentioned on the podcast. I despise 10. Ugh. I hate that game. Like, I don't know what it is, but every person who's played like almost all Final Fantasies, like, they have that one game in the series that they just despise.
Mm-hmm.
Some people it's 7, some people it's 8, some people it's 9, 10, 6, 4, you know, whatever, you know. For every person who's played almost every game in the series, they have at least one game in that series that they despise. Of course, the same goes with any other series. Like, you know, like Zelda. You know, I absolutely love Link's Awakening, but I don't hate, but I despise Zelda 2.
Mm.
That game is
Yeah.
just it's
Most people do though.
I don't know why people love that game. Like that game. It's like it's all right, but
It's
it's
not.
not
It's not
Zelda.
Zelda. Yeah, I agree. I'm not even a huge Zelda fan, and cannot
It's
stand that game either.
hard as hell.
Yeah.
My God, I was having trouble getting through that, and I can basically breeze through a Zelda game. Like I've never had that much difficulty with a Zelda game. Not even with Ocarina of Time and the Water Temple. I
It's.
never had that problem.
I mean, it's not even like a. As you said, it's like not even a Zelda game. Basically, it just.
I understand they're trying to do something different, but it just didn't work out. And that's why A Link to the Past they went back to the older style.
Yeah. And if something so different so soon, like
Yeah,
I don't know, it's just
it,
weird.
it's kind of weird. Like all the major series that sort of started in the NES, it's almost like in almost all of them, the sequel they tried to do something different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mario Brothers 2,
Mario.
they did something different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else. Shit. Mario 2, Zelda 2, they tried something different. Castlevania 2, they tried something different, and it just didn't really work out. Like Mario 2, still a good game. Still good. A little bit different, but not bad at all. But Zelda 2 just, Castlevania 2 is just kind of iffy about that one. Are you there? Hello? Dude. Oh, shit.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, you're
Oh,
back.
did I like go away for a while?
Yeah, you just kind of went away and then came back.
Okay, like I heard you talking about Castlevania 2, and then like I thought I started like fall asleep or doze off or something because I didn't hear you talking, and I was like, wait, what?
But yeah, I was saying about Castlevania 2. It's again, it tries something different and it's all right. Yeah. Not as bad as James Rolfe kept going on about, but not a bad game. So
Maybe John left and fell asleep.
maybe, yeah, most likely at this point he's out.
He's gonna wake up in the morning and be like, shit.
What the hell? You guys left me a nearly 3 hour podcast.
Well, he's gonna have to edit it, so whatever.
Wouldn't be the first time. We did the first live show we ever did a few months ago. That thing actually lasted longer than actually no wait, I think the whole thing did go up.
Oh wow, how long was it?
I don't know, it was on Google Hangouts and it was let me see here. It was episode 48. What were we thinking? It's like it's 2 hours and 41 minutes long.
Good gosh.
And it was because I don't know, John left like halfway through the podcast and he let like all of the people who were listening in on the whole thing. He let them come into the call. So it was me, Andy, and like them, and we were just talking video games and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome. Ah, I can't believe I missed that.
And the thing is, it continued past that. Though I think the thing actually lasted the 3 hours,
It's crazy.
but we ended it at like 2 hours and 41 minutes. So yeah,
Huh.
he's gonna have fun with this.
Tons. Especially the, oh god. But, yeah, I'm probably gonna head to bed because I don't think John's
Okay.
coming
Yeah, I'm
back.
sorry. I'm keeping you.
No, you're not keeping me. I'm just, like, chilling. Okay, well, I guess I will talk to you guys next week, or just, like, message me on Skype, or have John message me and, like, see how the thing went. I wish I could stay up and hear his reaction to the recordings. Oh my gosh. He has a lot to go through. He has, like, almost 3 hours to go through. So, whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I will talk to you guys later then.
Okay then.
Alright, bye.
Good night.